today. From Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Buffalo Bills taking on the Arizona Cardinals.
We are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL season. And these two squads, they're going to do just that in a moment.
And what makes it so exciting is the range of possibilities these teams have before them, because we could be seeing one of these teams earn the Lombardi Trophy in February, while the other, they could earn the #1 draft pick in April, or anything in between. And we've got the best seat in the house every step of the way.
For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
I remember when he came out of Wyoming, the big question mark, could he be accurate enough to be a star in the NFL? I think it's safe to say he's put all of us in our place and put those doubts to rest. He can roll out and run it. He can bomb it over your heads. Everything in between. He is an absolute nightmare for defenses to try and prepare for. And when he's on, he's an MVP caliber player each and every time he takes the field.
Into the air right away is Allen. He's got his man. That's the rookie from Florida State. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Coleman. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. They run for the first time with James Cook. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Here's Cook again. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bills are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 7-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a young man, probably with some butterflies here. A lot of anticipation, making his first NFL start.
And to say that this is a big spot is the classic understatement. It's a ton of pressure on this rookie quarterback as he gets to play right away. And let's face it, he's trying to take in every moment from his first start, but at the same time, he's got to focus on what's in front of him.
First carry for James Conner. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. On 1st and 10 is Conner. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Benson. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10. Now a first carry here for the running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cardinals are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
That's a great response here in this first quarter. And what I like about it is how they put this drive together. The other guy scored quickly to start the game, but this was smart football to not feel like you have to go out and score quickly yourself. So they worked the ball down the field, took their time, and finished with the touchdown run.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The return man, Ty Johnson. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Here's Jake Camarda now. 6-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And Connor going to pick up a Cardinals 1st down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On the counter, it's Connor. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
A throw over the middle taken in. And he's got this down to the 35. Now a 1st carry for their fullback. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
That guy's going to want the football a whole lot more. I'd hate to be the offensive coordinator now because all he's going to say is, how come I'm not touching him more? Did you see me out there moving around, wiggling, and making it happen? Give me the ball, coach.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Usually the big fella's a blocker, a lead back, but he gets the ball on 1st down. What a surprise for everyone. And as a former safety, if he breaks into the secondary and you see him coming, you just know that's a whole lot of man you've got to deal with now.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Marvin Harrison Jr. with his 1st career touchdown in his 1st career game. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that 1st touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Returning it, Johnson. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bills offense back out onto the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. From the 23, here's the 2nd down and 9. Allen going to throw. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. It's Zaven Collins who got in there to get the sack. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That gain on third down, good for 28. Allen now on first down. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. 2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
A run there with Cook not going to be successful, as he'll lose a couple of yards on first down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Again, it's Cook. Oh, look at the juke. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. And now they'll throw with Allen. Forced out to his left. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but against zone coverage, when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards, and they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. Now Allen. Touchdown, Buffalo. Khalil Shakir there to make the grab. And the Bills are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Prater for the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it was all polished off with a Khalil Shakir touchdown catch. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. They'll look to throw here on first down. Gonna look deep for Wilson. That's gonna be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 59 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. Brought down by Ed Oliver.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy who made the play, he gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
This taken in right around the goal line. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a first down. They run behind center with Connor. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trap.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. From the right hash, this from 53. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that'll bring him back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. From the gun, it's Allen. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Allen going to get it quickly out to Coleman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Allen to throw once more. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. On play action, Allen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Here's Allen to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Cook. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll roll him out right. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. Right back to Connor here on 1st. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Ryman. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Now 2nd and 3. They run over center with Benson. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. They'll go again with Benson. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey Benson with his first career NFL NFL touchdown. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Allen off the bootleg. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And he's going to have a Bills first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Allen now looks to throw. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Allen. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Allen's got this complete to Cook, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Allen's throw is complete, and they'll get this down to the 10. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Allen off the play fake. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Keon Coleman take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point good by Prater, and that will make this a 4-point game. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. There's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll set up a throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. 2nd and 6. Now Allen. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Allen. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Well, the Cardinals going to get the football one final time here in this first half. Now the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
That's complete to Michael Wilson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They're going to look to throw. Got a man here. It's Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first, this one from 38. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Calvin Ridley with 3 touchdown receptions. Lastly, let's head to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati to see what's happening with the Bengals. In that game, all tied with the visiting Patriots. We were treated to a solid first half of football by the great quarterback, Josh Allen. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. But we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game plan is always on point, and now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, he'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Nice grab by McBride, and he's someone who took a massive leap a season ago. Not only did he lead the Cardinals in receiving, but did so by more than 250 yards, and he expects to even have better output this season.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down and 6 now. Connor up the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Connor picks up a new set of downs and in nice fashion, too. He's coming off his best season as a pro after he topped the 1,000-yard mark for the first time in his career a season ago.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That ball caught by Harrison. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On the handoff, Connor. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive can take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
2nd and 6. Over the middle, it's complete. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Connor fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Once again, it's Connor. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. James Conner taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cardinals have retaken a third-quarter lead.
You think about James Conner down near the goal line, and you think about the 2021 season with his 15 touchdown runs. He believes he's as good as anybody down close, and he powers his way in here.
They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And with a successful two-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes at that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Allen's throw complete to Shakir. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target. But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Connor. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Connor going to get it again on 2nd down. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 107 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's the backup, Jacoby Brissett. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Connor. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Two yards still to go. Third down now. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
And that's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage and they get on top of you in a heartbeat.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Here's Connor. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it. But the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Throwing on first down is Allen. And that is incomplete here.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Allen will try again on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. On first down, Allen. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Cardinals will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
They start with a give to Connor, and he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
And while the guys with the ball are having a whole lot of fun keeping it on the ground, the guys on the opposite side, they are having zero fun. They've been getting pushed around the entire game and haven't found an answer yet to slow down the running game.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll look to throw here. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. On second down, they'll run it here. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Back to throw now on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marvin Harrison Jr. making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Cardinals are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. To the air, Allen. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To the shotgun snap to Allen. That's taken in by Palmer. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They'll look to throw again. Has his man, it's Shakir. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Here's 2nd and 3. And again, it's Allen. Throw left side to Kincaid. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 31-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. This is Coleman with a grab. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Allen now on first down. Completes it to Coleman. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down. They'll give to Cook on the read option, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Allen going to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Touchdown, Bills. Dalton Kincaid from 6 yards away. And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Prater for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. James Conner and the Cardinal offense ready to get back to work. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. On the run is Conner. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
On first down, it's Benson. And shoving his way inside the 35. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive. But sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose. And just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Another run here with Benson. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Weaver. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 20-yard line. A give up the middle with Benson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
They'll run here with Connor. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
This offense has a lot of weapons, but you know they like to look Connor's way down here near the end zone. He's got that rugged running style, and that's a nice job there.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cards are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the fourth quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101? Check that box.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here comes Johnson on the return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Palmer. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
The offense on third down. Well, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now inside the 25. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And what a letdown after a huge play. He's going to pull this in and then set sail for the end zone. And he nearly made it, too. But he's going to be tracked down just short of the goal.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bills get a bit closer. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They run behind center with Connor. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Now Connor. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. A handoff here to Benson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Trey Benson making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. This fielded right at the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And here come the Bills. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Allen looks to throw on second down. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. Now Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be second down. Now Allen again. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 1 yard to go on third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's Allen to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
To throw, it's Allen. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Operating from the red zone now, Allen. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Throw left side, complete. That's Coleman. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. That's caught. Kincaid for the Bills touchdown. this opening weekend. And the Bills are able to cut into that deficit. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Prater for the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So pass interference, the call there, always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe the defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. So there you go, Charles. How about this for a debut? A 2nd rushing touchdown in NFL game number 1.
How about it? It just points to me how confident that this young man is, but also how much confidence his coaching staff and teammates have in him.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's capped off by a 13-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And the Bills getting set to go. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Allen setting up the screen for Cook. There he goes again. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Allen now looks to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Coleman. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Allen to throw once more. That is caught. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Let's go, Pete. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Here's Allen. That's caught by Kincaid, working the middle of the field. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. That's caught by Shakir. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Now Allen. This is caught. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Cards, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.